this question. So again, we cross multiply, and when we do that, we end up with y tan of 32 equals 18. And then when we actually then divide both sides by the tan of 32, we end up with y equals 18 divided by the tan of 32 to give us a grand total for that length of approximately 28.8. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to triangle BABD. So that's a large triangle. And again, if we actually take, and I'm actually just going to clone that one and bring it down, make it a little bit bigger just to make it look like it's kind of bigger. And we know from it that we have 32 degrees. Sorry, not 32. We have 27 degrees in this corner here. And we have 18 because this is where our tree is. And now we can find this length, which would be from B to D. And remember, this is our triangle A. So the same idea as before. We circle this. This is our opposite. I want to find this length here, which we'll call, it doesn't really matter what you call it. I guess we can call it little a. Again, I better not do A because, oh, I guess we can get away with it this time. The reason I didn't want to use A is because often we use that for adjacent. So let's call it something different. Let's call it Q. So we want to find side Q. So when I do that again, so Katoa, so I want opposite and adjacent. So again, I'm using the tan ratio, and I'll change it to green. And so again, we're going to write tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. So we have tan of 27 equals opposite, which is 18 this time, over our Q that we're going to find. Again, when we cross multiply, we end up with Q times our tan of 27. Okay, and I just moved that down so it's a little bit easier for us to see. So we have Q tan of 27 equals 18. Divide both sides by the tan of 27. And when we do that, we're going to end up with a grand total of 35.3. So now remember, let's go back to our question. So I have this whole length from B to D is 35.3. From B to C is 28.8. So now I can find my X. So my X is going to equal BD minus our BC. And when we do that, we end up with 35.3, take away 28.8 for a grand total of 6.5, and this will be feet. You can put feet here or you can put it in your therefore statement. Now I'm just going to type the therefore statement just because it is faster and it's a little bit easier for you probably to read it. So therefore, the shadow lengthens by 6.5 feet. Okay, so some questions to do. It might take you a few days to actually complete all the questions because it does take a long time to actually complete them.